Assume the lamina is placed on the vertical plane VP like this. Okay, this will be the position of the lamina, pentagonal lamina, placed in such a way that the side AE, I assume the side AE is perpendicular to the XY line. Perpendicular means vertical with the XY line. XY line is the joint connecting the VP and the horizontal plane HP. Okay, this will be the portion of the pentagon, and this particular view is called as the front view. This will be our first diagram called as base position front view. You get the full pentagon you can see in this view. The corresponding top view shall be projected on the horizontal plane. Okay, consider the spherical as a point A. The point A goes like a ray, and the merged point with A will be E. Okay, it's projected on the XY line itself. XY is the joint. Okay, and that particular point is marked as A. The merged point with the A will be E, that is put in bracket. Okay, that I show it in this video. This A is projected point. Hidden point with the A will be E, put in bracket. Similarly, B is projected on the XY line itself. It's marked as B, bracket will be D. Similarly, C is projected on the XY line, is marked as C. A line joining A and C is called as a top view. As this is the front view, the corresponding top view will be viewed in this direction. The points are projected on the XY line. A line joining A and C is called as a top view. Top view will be one horizontal line merged with the XY line itself. So this will be our second diagram to be drawn called base position top view. So you should not imagine, moreover you should not imagine that the irregular tiltation is not accepted. For easy understanding, you do like this. You understand like this. This AE is perpendicular with the XY line. So this will be the portion of the what is called as a plane lamina. So that this corner, C corner, will be extreme right side. You should not imagine like this and all. Irregular portion is not accepted. So you have to easily understand the concept and you have to draw the correct diagram. That is our aim. Okay. So let me draw this diagram on the marker board or on the what is called as a sheet using the drafter scale. First you draw an horizontal line called as the XY line. It's a reference line. Perpendicular to the XY line. Above the XY line, draw one vertical line using 2H pencil like this. The side of the pentagon is given as 30 mm. 30 mm means 3 centimeter. Okay. So above the XY line, on this vertical line, you mark one side as 30 mm 3 centimeter. A line is drawn. Using the protractor, draw one horizontal line called as the XY line. Perpendicular to XY, draw one reference line. In this, I am going to draw one side of pentagon, going to come on this vertical line. So I am going to draw a pentagon of side 25 mm. 30 mm means you have to take 3 centimeter. 25 mm means you have to take 2.5 centimeter on this vertical line as reference. Okay, 25 mm means 2.5 centimeter. Draw it using H or HB pencil. Mark the end points. Okay, the total angle in pentagon, the total angle in circle is 360 degree. Pentagon will have 5 sides. If you put it using calculator, you get a 72 degree. Okay, every time you have to take 72 degree as measurement in your protector. This is the center of your protector, this plus mark. This is 0 line of protector, 0 degree. So okay, turn your protector, keep with the center of your protector at this point. So turn your protector, keep like this, mark an angle of 72 degree. Read like this, 0, 10, 20 on this scale. 72 means 70 plus 2 divisions. Join the marked points using freehand scale. You have to take 25 mm on this side. Join the marked points and remaining length you can erase it. Okay, this will be act as a center of your protector. Turn your protector, again keep like this. Every time you have to take the measurement 72 degree. Read like this, 0, 10, 20, 72, put a point. Join the marked points using freehand scale. Take the measurement of side of your pentagon. Here I take 25 mm, that is 2.5 centimeter, join it by HR HB pencil. Remaining length you can erase it. This will act as center of your protector. Turn your protector, keep like this. Okay. And mark an angle of 72 degree. Read like 0, 10, 20, 72, put a point. Join the marked points using freehand scale. Take the distance side of your pentagon. Here I take 2.5 centimeter, 25 mm using HB pencil. This point will be the end point. Join the close the 2 points. You can check it using the protractor also. It will have 72 degree. Okay, understand? Thanks. So draw one XY line called as reference line marked X and Y. Perpendicular to XY, draw one reference line using 2H pencil, lighter line. And this part is called pentagon part. Adjust your pentagon, turn your template so that any one side of your pentagon of side 25 mm should match with this vertical line. Adjust it. So leaving the center of your pentagon, count which hole it falls. 1, 2, 3, 4. Fourth hole. Every fourth hole you locate point using pencil. 1, 2, 3, 4. Fourth hole. So remove your template. Join it using a freehand scale. So this is a pentagon of this shape. You have to draw it. The corners are marked as A dash, B dash, C dash, D dash and E dash. Okay. So draw it using HR HB pencil as it is object line. Okay. We give letters in this manner so that you can understand the concept easily. A, B. In this pattern you can give letters. So this will be point A, B, C, D and E. So let us dimension this. Draw an extension line from point E. Similarly from point A, draw a dimension line using the vertical scale of your drafter. Put two narrow arrows both the ends of the line and you can mark the size as 30. 30. Don't write mm. This view is called the base position front view. As the object, pentagonal lamina rest on VP means I am imagine the full pentagon rest on VP, full contact on the vertical plane is called front view. Is completed. This is our first diagram. Next, corresponding top we are going to draw it. So take a 2H pencil, draw a vertical projector from A. From B, if you draw, it also merges with the point D. From B, you draw a vertical projector. It also merges with the point D. From C, you draw a vertical projector using 2H pencil. Where it intersects with the XY line shall be marked as, this is A. So this point is A, merged point is E. This point is B, merged point is D. This point is shall be marked as C. Remaining you can erase it or you can leave it as it is drawn by using 2H pencil. Join A and C is the corresponding top view, one horizontal line merged with the XY line itself. This is our second diagram completed. Understand? So usually letters with a dash will come in the front view notations. Okay, you have to put A dash. This is front view. A dash, B dash, C dash, D dash, E dash. Okay. Next we go for surface angle. This is sequence to be followed. Surface angle, then we go for other angle. Okay. In surface inclination, what is given in the question? Go through the question. Rest on VP on one of its sides, inclined at 45 degree to HP. Next sentence it is given. The surface of the lamina is inclined at 30 degree to VP. This is to be considered as first angle. Among the two angles, first we are going to consider surface angle. It's given as 30 degree. Okay, the surface of the lamina is inclined at 30 degree to VP. Here for the base position, the object was placed like this. First diagram, second diagram completed. For surface inclination, I have to turn this lamina towards left, towards the right or towards left, that we don't know. So referring the question is given that rest on one of its sides, it is given. Sides means I consider AE as a resting side. So I have to tilt this lamina towards, so that this rose colored portion, the entire area is called as a surface, is now inclined. Okay. What is the angle of inclination is 30 degrees seen in the top view. You can see this gap 30 degree inclined to VP. This will be corresponding diagram called surface inclination front view and top view. So the points are projected. Consider the spherical as point. Point this A is already in contact, E is already in contact, B is projected like a ray and strikes the vertical plane. Is marked as B dash. Okay. Similarly, C is projected, marked as C dash. D is projected, marked as D dash. All the edges are joined. You get one diminished pentagon, reduced pentagon. This is a surface inclination front view. Earlier it was full pentagon. Now it is the rose color portion area is diminished, seeing in this front view direction. This is our diagram called fourth diagram. Okay. What will be the third diagram? Is corresponding top view will be the third diagram. Top view means this is the direction of the top view looking from the top. The observer can see the points. This is A point, is projected like a ray and falls on the XY line itself, is marked as A. Merged point with A will be E, put in bracket. Okay. B is projected. Merged with B will be D, put in bracket. C is projected. After projecting all the points on the respective on this horizontal plane, you can see one inclined line. That inclined line is, so looking from the top is called the top view. This is a surface inclination top view. Surface is inclined at an angle of 30 degree to VP. AE is the resting side having contact on the vertical plane. The points are projected on the horizontal plane. This is point C, this is B, this extreme left will be A point. A and E lying on the same projection line. The point A is projected, merged point with A will be E, put in bracket. B is projected on the horizontal plane, merged with B will be D, put in bracket. Similarly, C point is projected, is marked as C suffix 1. You can see one inclined line in the top view called surface inclination top view. You can see one inclined line is called our third diagram. You can see inclined line. That inclined line is shown in this part of the video segment. Surface inclination top view will be our third diagram. This angle you can see it in the top view. Understand? This is that inclined line, surface inclination top view will be our third diagram. Okay, its angle of inclination is 30 degree inclined to VP. Okay, inclined to VP means that angle will always come up below the XY line. So refer the question. The surface of the lamina is inclined at 30 degree to VP. Understand? So how to draw this third diagram? Then to go for fourth diagram. The sequence is like this. Okay. Locate any point on the XY line away from these two diagrams. Take a protractor, mark an angle of 30 degree. Keeping this point as the center of a protractor, read like 0, 10, 20, 30, put a point. Join the marked points using freehand scale. This is located point A suffix 1 on the XY line. Take your protractor and turn your protractor. Okay. This is baseline, horizontal printer line is the baseline of a protractor, and this is vertical line, 90 degree line. This is center of a protractor. Should coincide with this marked point on the XY line, A suffix 1. Okay. Keep your protractor like this. Adjust your protractor. The printer line should merge or match with the XY line. Okay. Mark an angle of 30 degree. Read like this: 0, 10, 20, 30. Put a point. Okay. Remove your protractor. Join the marked points using freehand scale. Okay. This is angle 30 degree. Understand? The length of the inclined line is taken from the previous top view. This diagram is replaced like this. Okay, that is a concept. Point is A. Here we will give letter as A suffix 1 bracket E suffix 1. Okay, take AC distance in your compass. Cut a arc on this inclined line. Cursor here. This point is shall be marked as C suffix 1. Remaining you can erase it. Similarly, we mark B. Take AB distance in your compass. Cut a arc on this inclined line. Cursor here. This point shall be marked as B suffix 1. Merged with D suffix 1. Understand? This is surface inclination angle is 30 degree. Then this will about what is called as a third diagram completed. Next we go for corresponding front view. So take 2H pencil, draw vertical projectors from various points. Using 2H pencil, draw vertical projectors. Then horizontal projectors from previous front view. Vertical A, horizontal A intersects at here. This point shall be marked as A suffix 1. Similarly, B suffix 1. Next is horizontal C, vertical C suffix 1. Next D. This is D suffix 1. Next E. Draw horizontal projector using 2H pencil. This point is marked as horizontal E, vertical E suffix 1. Join all those marked points using freehand scale, starting from A1, B1. Using HB pencil. As it is object line, the lines will be visible when you reach the diagram. This is our what is called as fourth diagram completed. So let me erase. So referring the question, rest on VP on one of its sides. Okay, inclined at 45 degree to HP. Inclined to HP means that angle will always comes above the XY line. Okay, what is the resting side? I consider A is the resting side. Okay, this A is the resting side when I make surface inclination having contact on the vertical plane. Is how the line is AE is perpendicular to the XY line or vertical with the XY line. This is XY line. Is to be inclined at 45 degree to HP. So I have to turn either like this or like this. Okay, let me turn towards in this direction. This will be the final front view. All the points will be visible to the observer. You can join all those points, you will get irregular pentagon. That is the final front view. Correspondingly, you will get all the points seen in the top view also. Join all those points, you will get the corresponding final top view. Understand? So that we're going to complete that now. So locate any point on the XY line. Instead of being this line vertical, I'm going to make it as inclined like this. Correspondingly, all other points will change its position. Okay. Locate one point on the XY line. Anywhere you can locate away from these two diagrams. The side resting side is inclined at 45 degree to VP. A is the resting side I consider. Okay. So mark an angle of 45 degree using protractor. Keep your protractor like this. 45 read like this and put a point. Join the marked points using freehand scale and 2H pencil. It's a lighter line. Okay. So locate one point on this 45 degree inclined line. 45 degree inclined to HP means that angle will always comes above the XY line. It's a straight line concept. This is located point on the XY line. Okay, next take your protractor, turn your protractor. The printed line, horizontal line is the baseline of your protractor and this is the center of your protractor. Should coincide with this located point on the XY line. So keep like this, adjust your protector. The printer line and the XY line should merge. Okay, and for this located point, this is located point on the XY line. Take your protector. This is a printer line of your protector. Horizontal baseline is a baseline should merge with the XY line, and this is center of your protector should coincide on the located point on the XY line. Adjust your protector like this, okay, and mark an angle of 45 degree. Read like this: 0, 10, 20, 30, 40, 45. Between 40 and 50 will be 45 degree. Okay, locate this point. Join the marked points using freehand scale. This angle is 45 degree using protector. Understand? This point is E. Let us mark this as E2. Next, I'm going to mark A, this length. Okay. So take the distance using compass. Cut a arc on this inclined line so that this point is replaced as A2. Next, B. Take AB distance in your compass. Cut a arc on this, keeping A2 as center, cut a arc. Next, take EB distance in your compass, keeping E as center, cut a arc. This point shall be marked as B suffix 2. Next is take AC distance in your compass, cut a arc. Similarly, take EC distance in your compass, cut a arc. AC distance is taken in the compass. The point of intersection shall be marked as C2. Next we go for D. ED distance is taken in the compass. AD distance is taken in the compass. So this point shall be marked as ABC D2. Join all those points using a freehand scale and HB pencil as it is object line, visible line. See, look onto this diagram. The same shape and the size will be at here, copy pasted. Instead of being vertical, resting side is vertical, it's inclined at 45 degree to HP like this. Once this edge or side inclined, all other edges will correspondingly change its position. Okay, that is this concept. This is our for this called as fifth diagram completed. Final front view. Front view will always comes above the XY line. Next we go for corresponding top view. Take 2H pencil, draw vertical and horizontal projectors. Horizontal A, vertical A intersection here. This point shall be marked as A2. Horizontal B, vertical B, B2. Horizontal C, vertical C, C2. Horizontal D, vertical D is D2. Next, horizontal E, vertical E, E2. So join all those points by HB pencil. Go in sequence. Okay, A2 join with B2, with C2, with D2, with E2, with A2. This is our sixth diagram called final top view completed. Okay, this projection line shown green in color shall be drawn by using 2H pencil, lighter lines, and this is object line, boundary of the plane. It shall be joined by using H or HB pencil appears to be done. Yeah, it's dimensioned. Looks correct. Understand the concept and practice and score good marks in the university examinations. And thanks for listening. Yes. You can copy the question is about a pentagonal lamina or plate of side 25 mm. So the drawing appears, you can copy the question and the drawing appears when drawn on the drawing sheet. It appears like this using a drafter scale. The diagram is completed. This is the first diagram is called base portion front view corresponding top view. Second diagram surface inclination top view and its corresponding front view. Next, fifth diagram is final front view and final top view. So this is how the drawing appears when drawn on the drawing sheet using various grades of pencils. Okay, and moreover, you can dimension the size of the pentagon is given as 25 mm. You can write a number alone 25, and the right side lower part of a diagram you can draw two guidelines and you can write a common representation. All dimensions are in mm. Mm means a millimeter is a unit followed. And this is how the drawing appears when drawn on the drawing sheet using drafter scale. And thanks for listening. Yes.